And this guy also, he has been on a tear since the beginning of this contest, and it looks like we're going to have a huge hit in our hands, because both of the servers start off really well. A little bit time there, unfortunately, for David, but still just top to bottom surfing. Very, very pristine surfing. Look at the conditions. It's so glassy, walling up from the inside. Unfortunately for David, he fell on the last turn. As we see here, the slow motion, just pushing really hard on that back foot. He's such a strong surfer. Again, just putting the board on the right spot, transitioning that back foot.
Welcome back, live action. We're straight up into Dimitri Poulos in the first semi-final of the men's division. And this is the Poulos. He's come all the way from the early rounds. He's been on so much control, and he likes that. We'll see what he did out the back. My name's Ben Mundy. We've given Evans and Palmateer a break, brought in Philippe Jervis.
These conditions really suit him. Nice bottom turn, straight into a huge first turn, then a nice wraparound cutback. Just waiting for the wave to wall up. A little bit of a floater over the section of there, and then goes back, and this finishing turn, look at this, just waiting to attack on the right moment, just whips that back foot. It just puts so much power on those turns, and I really like to see him pushing the back foot and the transition from the front foot to the back foot. On the second turn, we can actually see the back foot just pushes so hard. It drifts the tail pretty much every single time.
Did really well in these first two turns that it ran away from him.
Oh, that first turn was really good, but this second one, the foam climb, drifting the tail again. Unfortunately, got a little bit stuck behind. Not a little bit, a lot stuck behind. He almost made it. Right here, he felt like he was about to, but the wave just kind of spit off on him. And unfortunately for Dimitri, that second turn was absolute. Look at this. First one, just pushing really hard. You had to stop the turn just to make sure you go around the section, but look at the fins on that one. Oh my God, that's technically perfect. And 7.17 on the first wave.
Philippe Jarvis, talk us through this, please.
Again, look at the conditions. The first turn, smashing really strong on the lip. A second one, a bit of a setup turn to that one, because so much spray on the water every time he hits the lip. I've been saying this about David since day one, and look at this, just top to bottom surfing, no extra movement, nothing in between, just top to bottom. Look at the power he pushes on those turns.
Incredible.
It's so hard.
Yeah, the only probably little flaw was that second turn, but I better tell you what, the other four were so big and so linked. And like, he's just, got CT experience. He's down there 25th on the rankings at the moment. That's going to go up north after this event. But with surfing like this, you can see why he's always been at the surfing's top table. Jumped on tour and came off a few times over his years. But his talent is undeniable. And the Brazilians are loving that. And Silva absolutely on fire. He knows he needs a couple of big numbers. And he's got so much time. He leaves that one to Silva, and he'll go the one behind. So Silva again drives around. First turn again is solid, vertical. He's got the lip to hit here and just connects it to kind of mirror image of his other way. And there's another third turn, and there's a fourth. So he's really on form. And now a few S turns on the inside. It starts to steepen up again, and there's another big spray. So yet again, Silva, this was given to him by Poulos. We'll see what he does out the back. Oh, and another big one. He's got to finish here again, and he's going to love that, unless he's got one more in the tank, and he has.
Oh, my God.
So, over the rocks. And that is incredible surfing from Silva. I mean, you got to compare it to the first one, and it had more turns, probably not quite as big a wave out the back, but he just kept connecting on the inside. He's on the rocks. He's in a really bad spot there, and that's not good for him. Yeah, this is another one. Incredible.
Yeah, he started off strong with that one. It's a bit of a setup turn, and then hits the lip and drifts the tail a little bit, and then, as you said, top to bottom surfing. There's no downtime. Just pushing it, that back foot every single time, and it just puts so much effort and so much power on each and every turn. Look at that, just top to bottom, no downtime. And this part, judges love this. 3 big turns on the inside. One right here, straight into a second one. Kind of mistimed it. It felt like there was nothing else in there, and it just puts one more right on the rocks. That was really, really good surfing by Deivid Silva. Look at this. It's just a compression on the bottom turn. He just puts the board there, just flips that tail from upside down surfing. Look at that.
Yeah, incredible. So
hard,
he came into this event as 25th on the rankings, and he's already, prior to this heat, gone up 11 spots. Yeah, but here he goes. That's the man we're talking about. It looks like he's going to have a look at this one. So Poulos trying to get back inside the heat. Here he goes. Fanging down the line. First turn's going to be crucial. Here it is. Comes around the corner and belt. Nice section. The next one. So he's had to zigzag around, and there's a nice carve. Shows a bit of fin on that one as well. And there's the third. Comes out of it with a bit of a hair flick. Hits the lip on that one. So loads of variety, loads of speed. And now he's looking for a big finish. Whether he goes progressive or just going to make it, can he hang on? And he can. So that's a really, really well served wave from Poulos under pressure than Dave did, but every turn he had he made him count.
Yeah, the wave kind of spit it off on him, and he did really well there. Just that snap layback, but look, he has to be razor sharp and razor fast to go around that section. Nice carving, and the wave, unfortunately for him, he kind of get a little bit whitewashy in here, but he did really well. As we see, he's gonna wait to finish this wave off with a sick turn, just pushing that back foot again, and just the center of gravity of that turn was so hard, and he just somehow he somehow managed a way to maintain on top of the board. As we see here again, nice snap layback going around the section, a little bit of the downtime around there, but he goes around it, and nice carve. And this is the part where the wave can gets a little mushy. It does really well, as we're going to see the fins out the back on this one. We're going to wait as you're going to push really hard on that back foot, compressing, and make sure he landed that. He was happy. 7.7 is definitely his best score so far. But you know what? He needs something.
Yeah,
really
he needs 2
special.
9s. So, really good response. But here we go. Speaking of that man with sections, nice big floater, drives around. This is a big wave. And he come off the corner here and hits it again. So the confidence of the man is clearly he's on point.
Oh, it is. It's incredible. When you're on a roll, and when the Brazilian contingent on the beach is absolutely going insane.
You're a 9.3.
Again. I don't think we've seen this. We didn't see the first turn of this heat, but really strong one. Flies over that section, comes around with a huge bottom turn, and this finishing turn, look at that. Vertical, push that back foot, compresses to make sure he lands that one, and you know what? Judges loved it. Look at this first turn. Look at the fins just going over that lip. It puts so much pressure on those turns. It's insane. And he gets really, really fast. He hops on that little foam, and he comes flying out there. And look at this. Look at the long bottom turn straight into a setup turn, because he knew what was coming. And look at this bottom turn. And this turn just puts the board vertical, pushes that back foot, gets the fin out. Such a strong finishing turn. That's why the score is like that. You have one big turn on the outside, one huge turn on the inside.
So Dimitri needs a massive number. Fangs down the line. Nice roundhouse cut back to get started. This is a better pace of wave, it looks. And then he goes, hits the lip, big crack off the top. Just not getting the amplitude of turns, but he's got some open face down here if he can work with. Here he goes, loads up again. And just kicks out because he's having to push it so much. It looked a better pace, but then once again it just ran off.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to start off pretty well, and here he hits it really well, but as you can see, it's so much whitewash in front of him. That's not... As soon as you have that in front of you, it felt like it was not connected with the wave anymore, and you just need that momentum. That's a really good turn, but you can see how stretched out that wave is. So
9.73 and a 9.3. So, yeah, massive, massive numbers. Looks like he escaped those rocks unscathed as well, which is good. And, yeah, looking really, really good.